and welcome to TWF, Rampage or Ram Crew. I, Mike Lane, Tony Schiavone, and Paulie Dangerously here. And today on Rampage or Ram Crew, we are going to have another match between this time Bianca Belair and Shrek. Both of them are hoping to get in the Gal in the Boundary match. We already know that Tai Chi and Peach are already, in Gal in the Boundary from the match that we saw yesterday, Mike Lane says. You got that right, Mike Lane, Tony Schiavone says. Both of these two are hoping, to be in Gal to the Boundary this year. We don't know how many wrestlers we're going to have. I can tell you right now, Mike and Tony, Paulie Dangerously says, this will be the first time we ever see Shrek take on Bianca Belair. Not the first time a woman has wrestled a man or a man's wrestled a woman in a toy wrestling gathering, but the first time that a woman and an ogre has ever wrestled or fight. Paulie Dangerously says, alright, we're going to go to the ring now. And after this, then we're going to have to do, a Xena film. Alright, now we got Shrek coming to the ring now. More like he almost falls into the ring. And he can't stand up. Mike Lane says, no, it looks like he cannot. And there's Bianca Belair now. And we gotta see how much might we have for that before we do anything with it. Now we got the Fight Lord in the ring, or the Fight Keeper in the ring. Well, now we got him in the ring now. Meaning, well, we're going to see how this match is going to work out. Can Bianca Belair beat Shrek? Well, Shrek just body slams her right away. So, the answer to that asking thing, we don't know yet. We don't know yet, Mike Lane said. A body slam. And the ogre splash. Well, Tony Schiavone said, you think Bianca Belair is going to live through that? Other words, Paulie Dangerously said, do you think she's going to win? 1, 2, and 0. Well, she's lucky. Now she got Shrek up, and her move that we forget the name of and cannot really do right. Dolls can never do the moves that true life, man-like, woman-like beings can do, Mike Lane said. No, they cannot, Tony Schiavone said. And that was the vine back in the day in toy wrestling gatherings. Like, oh, you're not doing the hold the right way. I can tell you right now, if Bianca Belair beats Shrek, it would be a big thing for her to be in Gal in the Boundary, Paulie Dangerously says. Even though at the end of the day, we'll see if that happens. 1, 2, and 0. Only a kick out. Looks like this does not going to happen right. And Shrek picking her up now. And what's he going to do with her? He just body slams her again, Mike Lane said. And keep in mind, both Bianca Belair dolls came from Ollie's. Both of them came from Ollie's, Mike Lane says. Or both of the Shreks came from the Vinland of Frith Middle, Mike Lane said. Yeah, that's right, Tony Schiavone said, where most of them came from. And now Shrek's going up to the top steeple now. Looks like it's going to be lights out for Bianca Belair, Paulie Dangerously says. If Shrek can land it. No, and it does not. Shrek is not going to make it. And Bianca Belair just took down Shrek. Looks like this match is going to be, over here. 1, 2, 3. Meaning, here is your winner, Bianca Belair. both Shrek and Bianca Belair are both in the Galled in the Boundary now. You might think that losing the match would, would not have you in it. But the truth is, it's really to see how good you. The truth is, and a Toy Wrestling Gallery, both the folks are in it. And it looks like, Mike Lane said, that it looks like we're going to see Bianca Belair and Shrek are both going to be in Galled in the Boundary this year. Mike Lane says that will be a good thing to see. Yes, it will. Tony Schiavone said it will be a good thing to see both of them in Galled in the Boundary this year. I tell you one thing right now, Mike and Tony. I didn't think Bianca Belair could beat Shrek. I didn't think that was going to happen. Well, it looks like she showed me I was wrong. And very rarely does that ever happen. Well, speaking now, we have, now Michael, says Paulie dangerously. Well, looks like now we're going to have Renee Young. Thank you, Mike Lane and Tony Schiavone. I'm going to be talking with Bianca Belair here today on Rampage or Ramfru. Alright, Bianca Belair, you and Shrek are both in Galled in the Boundary now. Well, I know that it didn't happen, and I didn't know it didn't happen in WWE. I knew that I lost my seat to be in the Galled in the Boundary, but here in the TWF it happened. And it's the first time that I was ever in a ring, first time that I was ever in a ring with an ogre, like Shrek, And there could have been many times where I could have lost a match, but at the end of the day, that did not happen. Well, you're right about that, Bianca Belair. That did not happen. And you ended up winning, but you and Shrek are both in Galled in the Boundary. Well, that's good to know, because most of the time when you have a match or a fight like this, one wins, one loses, the winner goes on to the match or the fight, and the other one does not. So at least it'll be good to know that I get to be in there with Shrek and Peach and Tai Chi. And I wonder who else is going to be in there. Well, I do not know. I can tell you one thing, the EST of the TWF, I'm going to be the winner of Galled the Boundary this year. Well, we can only hope. Well, that's my talk with Bianca Belair. Back to you, Mike Lane and Tony Schiavone. Well, thank you, Renee Young, for talking with Bianca Belair here today on Rampage or Ramfru. And that's all the time we got. I, Mike Lane, Tony Schiavone, and Paulie Dangerously. We hope you like Rampage or Ramfru, and we'll see you tomorrow for Collision or Hit.